Deep in the Depression, the university picked for its new president the football coach, the most popular man on campus.
This is a man who knew how to push the buttons and pull the strings to get things built.
He had a vision, and you just knew in talking with him that he had a vision for the university, and when you look now, well, you realize what he was seeing at that time. You just knew it.
If you really want to ask the question of why this campus looks the way it does, it's a very willful act, and it goes, in my mind, really to the activities of one person, and that's Curley Byrd.
This new president had a vision for his university, and he had a strategy for building it, even in the depths of a depression. He would take his confidence and charisma to Annapolis, where he was already a legendary lobbyist, and to Washington, D.C., where there was a New Deal president named Franklin Roosevelt. Curley Byrd wanted a campus that would conjure up memories of colonial America.
His choice to use the Georgian-style goes back to the roots of the state of Maryland, goes back to the colonial roots of the kind of architecture that one would find in places like Annapolis. The more American he could make the place be, the more the opportunity there was for Byrd to walk either up to Annapolis to get funds, everybody could wave the flag at giving for the university, but more importantly, he recognized the proximity to Washington, D.C.
At Curley Byrd's university, the buildings would look a lot like Annapolis, the source of his state funding. And the university's Great Green Mall would look a lot like Washington, D.C., the source of his federal funding.
He was very well known, again, for driving between Annapolis and College Park to Baltimore, College Park to D.C., to try to play one source off against another to try to get as much funding as he could for the campus.
Architecture, in the end, was part of his strategy for fundraising.
Oh, President Byrd was a very energetic person. I think everyone was impressed with him. He'd been a coach, and he carried over into all these activities the enthusiasm that a coach brings when he's energizing a team.
And funds from the New Deal began flowing towards the university, sending people back to work, putting up big red brick buildings with white columns and cupolas and classical porticos, creating in the middle of a Great Depression a great American campus.